TextConverter by Simex is an extraction, transformation, and loading tool that you can use for business intelligence or for any other purpose where you need to extract data from a document into a database. I'm going to extract data from this PDF document. I'm going to highlight a feature of version 2.2 of TextConverter that allows us to extract the document automatically using artificial intelligence. First, let's get a good look at the input data source. The file that I selected contains a recurring pattern. Within the pattern there are fields, some with labels and some implied only by their position. There are also field labels that may or may not contain values, and values that span multiple lines. The traditional method for extracting this would involve regular expressions, tag-based programming, and position-based extraction. Now we're ready to drag and drop the document into TextConverter. I can drag it to the input data pane, or I can open it using the input dialog. This area here is called the input preview. You can see each line of the document is extracted into a record. There's a single field, and from here you can use powerful tools in VB to extract it using tags, positions, regular expressions, or any other characteristic of the input data source. Does involve some programming, but it's simple high-level VB script. There's another option. We can switch to automatic mode. Over here in options, I'll choose auto. Now watch the input data preview. Voila! Records and fields exactly the way you'd want to see them in your database. TextConverter has created an input dictionary of 61 fields. It's extracted from this document 49 records, and you can see them all here in the input preview. I'll reset the output dictionary. This generates an output dictionary connected field by field to the input dictionary, where I can edit the field names, the types, or the widths. I can also use scripting to further transform the data. I can merge data from multiple fields into one. I can separate data from single field into many, or do just about anything else you can imagine with the data prior to loading it into the database. This is the dynamic output preview area. Here you see exactly how the data will look when it's loaded into the database. This is the options pane where you set up the transformation options. Let's connect an output database. You can connect using an ODBC driver, an OLAD driver, or a flat file. Let's use a flat file. Now that I've set my output data source, I can run the extraction. Just click the running man icon, the data is extracted, and I can use the data browser that's embedded in TextConverter to see the results. Wow, look at that. All 48 records extracted. You can see these neat columns that represent the fields, all 61 fields populated perfectly into my data file. That's Simex TextConverter 2.2.